Back in the day, it's episode 9.
Sick.
Man.
Dope.
So this morning's starting a little hard, huh, Georgie? We've been wanting to hear it. So what's the deal, man?
So my dog ended up having to get, it was basically like a life-threatening surgery. What like ended up being basically like what we thought was like nothing, like ended up turning to something like pretty like worse, like in like a matter of hours. So like the way it happened was like I was like going to work yesterday, and my cat, I guess, got into like a fight with like an animal or something. So she had like all these cuts or like on her face, you know? And like I thought like, okay, maybe it could have been a cat or something, you know what I mean? Like they're just like fighting or whatever, you know? And because we have like a lot of stray cats in our neighborhood, you know? So I just assumed like, okay, there's probably like a stray cat. So I'm like, okay, like maybe she'll just lick her wounds and just, you know. So throughout the whole time I was tattooing, like my phone was blowing up and I didn't even notice. When I finally went home, because like my wife and then like my little sister-in-law was telling me about it, that like she started like whimpering a lot and like kind of like just laying in bed. And then like when I got home, like the whole side of her face like was like swollen. You know, it was like all super swollen. So then I'm like, oh, you know, maybe it could be like an allergic reaction or something, right?
Yeah.
And so I was kind of just like putting a little ice pack on it to kind of like minimize the swelling. But like I would barely touch her and she would like start crying. So I just decided to just be like, okay, let's go to the clinic, you know? So we drove around we went to like 3 different clinics that they all said that they were like 24-hour like open, and this was already like at 10 at night. You know,
it's harder. Yeah.
So like none of them were open. We drive like all the way to Newport just to go to this one clinic that's like still open, and we get her admitted in, and like immediately like the nurse of the clinic starts telling us that like she needs to go into surgery like right away. Like she is already developing rabies. Like in a sense, you know what I mean? Because she's got an infection in the mouth.
Yeah.
And she needs to get a rabies shot too.
Wait,
she has like a high fever.
Your dog or your cat?
My dog.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
my dog. Cat in the beginning.
No, like the cat scratches. It was like cat scratches like on her face.
Yeah.
So like they like immediately like admitted her in, and like the thing is that like it was like close to like where her mouth was, so they had to cut open her face. And
and this is your baby, man. I know this dog. Like I know George. You know George like jokes a lot, but you know this is his baby. Even you know you've
like
had your dog for a long time.
I made joke about like anything. I may be a dick about anything, but when it comes to like my family, like my dog, my daughter, like that shit is like it hits me like right here, you know. For sure. And like it doesn't seem like in the beginning, like to me, like I didn't think of it like that, you know, like I've always seen her like she gets hurt and then like she kind of just like licks her wounds and then it's like over, you know what I mean? But like to like where like it was basically like life threatening, because she said like she had like a high fever, you know, she was basically vomiting. She was like still acting kind of calm, you know, like to the veterinarians and everything, because like in the beginning she was like growling because she was like freaking out, like because she didn't know who like was grabbing her and stuff. So I kind of had to like walk her in, and so they put her on like in anesthesia, and like it was like all happening like really fast, you know what I mean? Because they're like, hey, we need to do it like right now.
Because you said you didn't sleep much either, right? So
yeah, I didn't even get to sleep. Like this was already like at 1 a.m.
This is last night.
Yeah, like this was like last like in the morning, bro. Like when they finally like admitted her in, and then when they finally checked her is when they told her like she needs to get into surgery like right away about it. And
I'm just curious. I mean, how does a dog get rabies? How do you get rabies?
It's like
through blood, right? Or just
like honestly, like I don't even know either, because like I mean it was like in her mouth, and she had like
ate something, right?
Like a gash like on the bottom, like right on like the side of like her mouth, like right here where it starts to like fold. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just have no idea.
But I didn't notice that cut. You know what I mean? Like in the beginning, like I saw like she had like a lot of cuts in her like front of her nose and her face and like on her eyebrow and everything. Like it looked like some of them were pretty deep. you know, and like usually like I try to do my best to like be like a veterinarian myself, and I like clean up her wounds, and then you know what I mean, I'll dress them, I'll put a little bit of, I have like this pet like antibacterial cream for it, and I'll like put it on there and stuff. But I guess I didn't notice it, but I guess she also had like a cut inside her mouth from it, and I guess like whatever like it was like probably like she was trying to bite it and like scratched her mouth or something, you know. But like, so I'm doing all this, right? I'm like filling out the paperwork, and I'm like, dude, just like do whatever you can just to save her, you know. Like just take her like right now, like just admit her, start it right now, I don't care, you know. And they said like, well, there's also the high possibility that she may not make it too. So I'm like, well, fuck, you know what I mean? Like, so like as they're doing I'm filling out all this paperwork, you know, like it hadn't really occurred to me like that, like, man, like maybe I could lose her, you know? Yeah. Cause I'm just be like I know like she'll pull through, you know what I mean? She does it all the time. Cause she's only like 2 years old. She's still like a young baby, you know? So like when they were like all was like they finally took her and everything, and I signed the papers and everything, like I had just like done my taxes too, you know what I mean? So I was already like financially like already like in a hole,
feel that
on it, and to like get basically a $2,500 bill, you know, from it,
man.
Like that shit like hurt me, you know what I mean? Because I'm like, fuck, like, but I'm like, I have no choice.
I have no choice, man.
You know what I mean?
Do anything you can to.
Yeah, like I basically like just pieced all together like the money I had. I told her, here, you know what I mean? Like just take it. Just make sure that she's like okay, you know. Yeah. And like,
how's she doing right now? How's
like she's still pretty loopy, you know what I mean? Like she got like 10 staples to the face. Wow. And she had to be like heavily like sedated. Like even like right now, like in the morning when I was driving over here, like before I left, like she was still laying in bed, like basically didn't even know where she was still.
Yeah. He said he's gonna take the day off to care for her after the podcast. I'm surprised you made it, man. But yeah, thank you for making it out. You know, I you know, if it would have been me, I probably wouldn't have made it. You know, so
yeah, because like she's still like really loopy about it, and like now I had to like constantly like have to keep checking up on her. Like right now I have like my little sister-in-law like watching her, and like also watching my kid too. You know what I mean? Which is like now I have to take care of 2 babies. You know what I mean? Like I have to be watching both. You know, I have to make sure that like she's going to the restroom, she's eating right. You know what I mean? Making sure that the swelling is going down. You know what I mean? But like in the end, like I was like, fuck, like I don't know if I can like do the whole like. I mean, I've already like paid for it, but now I'm more in the struggle. So like my lady ended up like starting to GoFundMe, just to pay for like some of the medical bills for it. So if I don't know if like anyone has it in their heart to like, you know, just donate a little bit. I'm also like taking appointments. I'm doing everything that I can just to make sure that I come up with the money to pay for it. You know, my lady's even like doing a special right now too for like eyelash extensions and everything, just to like make sure that we have enough money too.
Yeah. What's her Instagram? That way people could check her out for services here in Orange County.
Her Instagram for where we have the GoFundMe thing is Royalty Angie 1, so it's like all lowercase and it's all one word. Together? Yep. And like she's doing like the promo thing with her eyelash extensions, which is also connected with that, and it's real. How do you pronounce it? It's like Realiza, or I don't know. Reels Beauty. I don't know. It's like
let me see
it spelled. Like she has it like all with like acronyms.
Oh yeah. You know Realiza.beauty.by.ag. Yeah. Yeah, that's a tough one, bro. It's
linked with her bio too and her personal profile. Yeah, Real Lashes by Angie. She also has that too. Oh, okay. But for her booking one, it's the other one. Yeah. You know what I mean? Which again, like anything's appreciated, but like I'm not willing to also just take it as a handout. You know, like if you're wanting to make an appointment,
you always have your flash designs too.
Yeah, like so. I'll be putting up a flash design just to come up with some of that money too, because then not only that too, but then like one of Angie's sisters, her father had just passed away too. So now we have to,
all at once,
now we have to go and to do a whole funeral for him, and you know what I mean. It's like all this crazy, like a bunch of things going on right now.
Fucking let's do a car wash.
Like, right? Like it's just like so much stuff going on right now. Well, but that
prayers up to the Garibay family, man. You know,
I know. Like I literally only had like 2 hours of sleep because I just been like constantly just watching my dog, making sure that like she's still okay. Yeah, that she's like kind of sleeping. You know what I mean? But like, you know, even being like right here right now kind of gets me a little emotional about it because like I don't know what's going on with my dog right now. Like, anything could happen and like I'm over here, you know. But like,
nah, man, we're gonna think positive, man. We're gonna think positive. She's gonna make it out good, man. She's gonna make it out all right, man. So
I know she'll pull through. I you know, it's she's you know still growing, so like she's still got a lot of fight in her, you know. Yeah. But that's what I got going on this whole. I might feel a little moody right now, you know, but that's just because of that.
Yeah. But, so don't mind Georgie, man.
I know, I'm all in my feelings in this corner right now.
Nah, you're good, bro. You're good.
Shit, what's up with you? What's up with you,
Juan?
I'm good, bro. I was good until right now. I feel all bad.
I know we're all because in the beginning. I didn't know it was that deep
emotional too, especially like with the.
I made everyone sad. You know what I mean? Like
it's all good.
Depressed.
What I got going on? Nothing, bro. I just been working. For me, but I don't know about you.
Well, you know.
How was the seminar, bro?
You just came back from that seminar.
Try to get lifted again.
No, I fucking feel refreshed. Yeah? I feel amazing. I feel inspired. Yeah, man. I mean, I was already on a quest to be the best version of me that I can be, but you know, listening to other tattoo artists that have been in the game for 15 plus years or whatever, and I honestly expected. So this was a 2-day seminar, right? It's called the Explore Tattoo Conference, and it was 3 artists every day that speak. Now every presentation was different. And when I signed up for this, shout out to my boy Elvis. I ended up linking up with him out there. He was the one that posted it. And originally I thought it was legit just tattoo seminars, how to tattoo, right? This is the way I do my rose sort of thing. And so when I get there, it ended up being something totally different. It's there was this guy Andres Acosta who he does amazing full color realism, and he went deep into the techniques and things like that, what needles he uses, inks, and his just everything, techniques, real technical, But then the other guys like Bobby Johnson, there was Justin Hartman. These guys, they were more on basically how they developed their style, the mistakes they made, and just basically taking on pieces, developing your style and just being the best artist you can be. And I noticed that a lot of these guys, bro, like they spend a lot of time, of course, drawing, right? But designing, I've been the type of guy where I don't spend a lot of time on my stencil. And these guys, they spend, they do almost a full day of stenciling, drawing before their big tattoos. And sure, I mean, when I do a big back piece, I do that naturally already because you kind of have to. But they approach every tattoo like that. The better the design. So it was really inspiring, and it was
they go in with a game plan.
Definitely more prepared. And I feel like, and also it's because they keep control of like how much work they take on. I'm gonna give you an example. So, shout out to my boy Jacob, but his cousin was hitting me up yesterday, right? And he wanted to get, which is the one I'm gonna shoot to you, which is the Last Supper. Here's the deal. I can do that. I'm down for that. But I really don't want to do those types of pieces anymore. So now I'm at a point now, I want to do some more custom stuff, which I was already going in that direction. But I don't want to just take on pieces just to take them. Like I really want to, if I don't feel 100% about the piece to begin with, how am I going to give it my 100%?
Have you done the Last Supper?
I have. They're cool. And see, here's the deal. Like, I know with your style art, I thought of you because I know you'll kill that, bro. You'll do an amazing job of that.
The details. I like the details for a big piece like that.
Definitely.
That'd be okay.
Definitely. I know you'll do an amazing job on that. So I feel like it's okay to do that. And hearing that from artists like that were just, turning down pieces that they weren't happy with or excited about, it got me, it just kind of changed my mentality, man. And I'm just hungry for it. But it was really cool and inspiring.
It's like any other kind of artist when there's a part of like a piece that you've done like millions of times and you kind of already get over it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like how many times have I tattooed a butterfly? Yeah. You know what I mean? Or a snake, a dragon. I I mean, I'll never get tired of the Smile Not Cry Later pieces. But
but those are still also
but like roses and flowers and pocket watches and doves, and those are always timeless. But sometimes if that's all you're doing, then that's all you're known for. Yeah. Then like, how will you ever really progress?
Exactly. Then you start boxing yourself. You know. So
because that's all you're doing, and you're not really trying anything new. You're not really trying anything creative to really challenge yourself more about.
On the first day, there's this artist Bill Canales, and he's been tattooing for 30 years. This dude specializes in nothing but Japanese.
Crazy. Yeah, that's long.
Yeah, bro, he's 52. Damn. And this guy up on the stage, he had a GoPro attached, and he freehanded a whole dragon sleeve, bro. Oh, really? No reference. Yeah. No reference. Literally just freehanded a dragon, and I was blown away, man.
Yeah. He's probably tattooed him, similar ones like millions of times. So to know how to do the scales and the body,
it feels like that. After a while, like you get the hang of it, and kind of comes to you naturally.
Yeah, but it was like it definitely was amazing to see. But speaking of dragons too, check this out. This is something I learned yesterday. I don't know if you guys know, but dragons. A dragon is it's a mixture of different animals. I didn't know. So it's actually the horns of a deer, head of a camel, eyes of the devil, neck of a snake, abdomen of a large cockle, whatever that is, scales of a carp, claws of an eagle, and paws of a tiger, and ears of an ox. Did you guys know that? I did not know that.
I didn't know that.
Nah, I didn't even know that.
So that was like really interesting to hear, you know, because there's a lot of meanings.
I did know that the dragon is made up of a lot of. I didn't know that's what kind of animals they were made up.
Dragon is even a lot cooler than I thought now,
because they're mythical. You know, they're mythical creatures, so obviously they would be made up of something. You know what I mean? But that's
you
crazy.
Guys remember Dragon Tales?
I remember Dragon Tales.
That was a classic.
That's a classic intro.
Is it the one with like the rock?
Stone?
Yeah, the stone.
That was on PBS, right?
Yeah, that was on PBS? Bro, classic.
See, that was a little later for me. For me, it was all about Arthur. Arthur was cool.
I
love
that, man. Does PBS still exist?
It still exists.
Sure, but they don't show stuff like that anymore, right? Like they don't show like the old like.
They show Arthur and a few older stuff. They do.
Magic School Bus on there?
I don't know if it was, but I love
back in the day.
I don't know if you remember, but on PBS too, they used to always have a commercial and they'd be like, "This channel is brought to you by," or is brought. Thankful or something for viewers like you, and I'm like, "Oh shit, I made this happen." You know, shit.
I remember that.
No, I love PBS.
Yeah, all those were cool. Magic School Bus is cool. Mrs. Frizzle, you guys remember that?
Yeah,
she was a down ass bitch. she be taking it everywhere. You know?
And you learn something cool. You know?
Yeah.
I did always like watching those shows. Actually, some of those that were on PBS are actually now on Disney Plus. You know, so you can actually watch some of those old shows. Like there was like this, I forgot the name of it, but it was like the Bears. Like these
Berenstain Bears.
Yeah, that's on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah, that's on Disney Plus. So I let my kid watch it. You know what I mean? And I'll be like, and I'll tell my kid like, yo, like when I was kind of like a little bit older than you, because she's only 1, I used to watch this. Now you're watching it. You know what I mean? Like. And like, or like Elm Street, like
Elm Street,
not Elm Street,
Freddy Krueger,
Sesame Street.
Yeah. I'm like,
Elm Street. Hey, Elm Street. You're on the wrong neighborhood. You know what I mean?
And that's the 2 hours of sleep right there, man.
I know. To be honest, it is.
Reading Rainbow. You guys don't remember that? No, Reading Rainbow. That was classic.
That one was I haven't really seen not that much. Teletubbies was another one.
Teletubbies. Cool. Yeah, when I was growing up, I didn't really have cable. I mean, certain times I did, but the majority of the time I did not have cable. Those, so it was PBS, Fox.
Yeah.
Had to. Simpsons, classics.
Simpsons is like the best to watch.
All time. You know that's my top number 1 of all time.
I don't think they'll ever be done with it.
It's the longest running.
No, right? They still make episodes.
Yeah, they still make episodes. Right? They make even like reruns. They make like almost like an episode like every other week still. And it's like you can still watch it on Disney Plus too. You know what I mean?
I saw that they're doing like an inner universe episode with The Simpsons, Bob's Burgers, and Family Guy all together. I don't know if you guys saw that. Yeah, so they're gonna run an episode.
You guys like Rick and Morty? Rick and Morty's cool.
Yeah,
I like
Rick and Morty's cool.
I was like in the beginning, like I was like really into like being like a Rick and Morty fan. But like on Hulu, like you can't really watch like all the fucking episodes that they come out. You know what I mean? So it's like, I gotta like kind of push it. like over it. You know what I mean? Because I love sci-fi stuff. You know what I mean? I love like me, Hersh. Like I'll always be watching something on my TV while I'm tattooing.
I just watched the sci-fi movie last night. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once,
right?
Crazy.
I've been wanting to watch that one. I hear
it wasn't what I expected.
Oh, okay.
It's about basically exactly that. It's because there's this theory that they say that life, what we're experiencing right now, it's many universes, many dimensions. So for example, there's a version of us where our hands are huge, or there's a version of us where you're Rock Roll G, I'm Juan, you know what I mean? Like there's
why can't I be Rock Roll G?
Or we're all white, or we're all black, or we're all Asian. Like there's every possibility that you can think of exists where you're the villain. I'm just saying.
Okay, now what do I gotta be the villain?
You're president of the United States. Things like that.
Okay, I'll take that.
So that's what this movie is about, bro. It's just the many dimensions or universes. Okay, so speaking of Joe Biden, what do you guys think about Joe Biden? I don't want to get too political here, but Joe Biden says basically he's expecting Trump to be the next president. So what do you guys think?
He's saying it?
Yeah, Biden is saying it.
He ain't my president,
bro. That guy's
it seems I don't know, man. At this point, again, anything is possible. Like it really can't happen again.
I thought he couldn't run for president because he was impeached.
Isn't he too old?
Who knows? No. We're talking about
I think
Trump.
Trump.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't want to get too political, but it's
like why have a whole other rerun shit show again?
Yeah, they're all fucked anyways, man. All of them.
What we need to do is actually go out and vote.
Kanye for president.
Because not even Kanye. Kanye.
There you go, Georgie. Rock the vote.
And man. Andrew Tate as a president.
Well, to be honest, everyone has always been told, have you gone and vote? Not a lot of people go and vote. Yeah. You know what I mean?
True.
I can't.
So the majority of the people who are voting are all the supporters for Donald Trump. So when they see that, what the fuck? Like, how come Donald Trump got elected? It's like, well, because you had the same mentality just like everybody else had, you know what I mean? To not go and vote. And now all these other supporters and all these politicians and everybody that are actually supporting him voted for him and he won.
Watch all the comments be like super political, bro.
I know,
right? All because of this.
I know, right?
Now we're getting real political.
So you're saying you're going for Trump?
Nah.
Man.
Yeah, who is running up right now? Does anyone even know?
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to get too much into it. Also, since we're on the topic of government,
but what's your vote?
So Congress is suggesting recommending or suggesting a 4-day work week. What do you guys think about that? 4 days versus a 5-day work week. I feel like I'm on that schedule now. On that 4 days.
6 days.
That's
what I'm saying.
I'm on a 7-day work week. What you talking about? You guys get work weeks? You guys get days off? Like,
I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like
obviously today I got a day off, but not because like I wanted to, but because I have to be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but
and when I say 4 days, like I'm literally I don't get days off. I know what you're saying. I know exactly
obviously
what you're
it's talking about the people that actually work 9 to 5 jobs. You know what I mean? But I feel like
when you're an entrepreneur, you really never stop, bro. Angel here, Canvas are always you work when the work is there, and you got to work when the work is there.
To be honest, I don't think it's fair.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? To take another extra day off for like those people that need that extra shift, that need that extra day or whatever.
I mean, well, let me ask you guys this: would you rather do?
Are they replacing the money that they're losing from that one day to adding it to that?
Most likely,
or are they just be like, no, you're just not gonna work that day?
No. Well, here's the deal. What I'm trying to pitch you guys is: would you rather work 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, or would you rather work 10 to 12 hours a day and work 4 days? Because the cops
like nurses,
they work 3 days a week.
Well, here's another question to add to that question. How much are you getting paid for it?
Well,
are you still working the minimum wage, or are you working above minimum wage?
I would think the 12-hour shifts are more than minimum wage.
Because if I'm working fucking 8-10 hours. And I'm still getting below minimum wage. Like that's fucking garbage to me. Like I would choose like I'd rather work less.
I'm not sure. 13? Is it 13?
17. You tripping?
I don't even know.
It's not.
Last time I remember it was like 16, but that was like a year ago maybe.
Were you getting?
I don't know, bro. No,
what were you getting paid when you worked your first time? Oh dang! I'm way earlier. Where were you at?
Yeah. See, look, when I was working at Dollar General, I was getting like like $11.
Okay. Dang, you guys are all like.
I was 10.50.
I started working when I feel like it was $6.75 or $7.75
bro, an hour.
Yeah, well, I've been working since I was 14.
Right,
so yeah, I mean, so it was really, really low back then.
Damn.
So,
but they said like, oh, we'll give you $1 raise.
Yeah,
bro.
And they only gave me like. I think it was like 30 cents.
Shit they told me, and I fell for that shit. They're like, "Damn, you've been working so hard. We're gonna give you a 25-cent raise." I was like, "Give me $1 or something, like a quarter." No mames.
But see, like, and then they had me as like a floor manager. But they're paying me like $11, like minimum wage.
It was like $1 more than like with the regular ones.
Not even. I was still getting paid just like everybody else.
And I mean, especially living in California, I think that's why, in order to live here, right? Everybody has a job or multiple jobs, and you got to have a hustle, right? Everyone has a hustle. You have to. You have to.
Like you can get a shack for like $500,000,
man,
and you need to prove like 10 years of income.
Just fall at work
and like must cough up. Like if you get an apartment, you need to have like 4 or 5 months worth of rent already on hand and a fucking $2,000 deposit.
It's hard.
You know what I mean?
Like
I think when you're
ridiculous.
trying to get an apartment, they tell you, oh, you got to make 3 times as much of the rent, right? Yep. But that ends up being more than the minimum wage that we get paid, like just in the state or whatever.
Okay, think about
so
that.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah. If you're making 3 times the rent, which is like, say for instance, like the I know the apartment rate right now is like $2,000, right?
Pretty much.
For sure, an apartment
minimum. Let's just say Orange County right here.
If you made
so
like
you gotta
3
make
times
6.
that, so if you made 6, that's already enough, more than enough for a mortgage to pay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then if you multiply that for a year, you for like $6,000 a month, you'd be making like $70,000. That's not a minimum wage job right there.
It's not.
That's tough.
You know what I mean? For the people.
That's why everyone's moving out, man.
Exactly.
Everyone's leaving.
I'll become homeless too.
Everyone's leaving.
Exactly. And for like a shack of a studio apartment, it's still like $1,500.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's just ridiculous to
just gotta sell drugs.
Yeah, you know? It's getting hard out here, man.
That's it right there.
It's getting hard out here.
But I want to stay.
Want some weed?
But here's the thing, like with me, like I want to stay like in Santa Ana.
Yeah,
you know, because I live in Santa Ana, born and raised in Santa Ana. But
of course, you want to live where you know,
of course.
But it's
with the fireworks,
$1 million houses now.
That's true, because like my childhood home that I used to live in, beautiful home. Yeah. It was a 2-car garage, 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. It already sounds. Yeah, right. It already sounds expensive.
George,
cul-de-sac. You know what I mean?
Whoa.
Georgie Rich,
big yard, big front yard, everything. Right?
I didn't have that.
It's when we got that house, I actually brought it up to my dad, because I had a dream about this, that I was living there once. I brought it up to my dad, and I told him, like, how much did you originally pay for it? Because when he got the house, he already told me, like, we weren't really planning on living here for long, because he even said that it was too expensive for him.
Yeah,
I think he got it for like $600,000. That's
crazy.
Which
seems
back
a little
then,
high too.
But that was back then, though, too, right?
I'm sure that was way less, bro.
That was back then.
Yeah.
Now it's $1 million more.
Sure.
Yeah.
So now it's like $1 million and like $600,000. Because they remodeled it and then they added a duplex in the back.
Added the square footage.
Yeah. So I was just like, I don't know what my dreams be telling me.
Yeah.
That I'd be living in this house, but
Price out of paradise.
Hey man, just dream big, bro. Dream big. There's nothing wrong with that, man.
Maybe I was dreaming. I didn't see the full dream. Maybe I was like cleaning the toilets. I was a housemaid or something. You know what I mean?
You guys know what tomorrow is?
No, it's
St. Patrick's Day, man.
It is
St. Patrick's Day. So I did want to talk about. I wanted you guys to share a story of a time that you got lucky. You know, a time that you got lucky. So.
Damn, to be honest, I don't feel like I ever got
won money. Maybe you got out of somewhere, just where luck was on your side. I could share a quick story.
Go.
So
on St. Patrick's Day?
No, just in general. Getting lucky. You know, I feel very lucky for this specific time, and I'm gonna share this quick story. I used to work at KFC. I was a shift manager, and part of my job was to run the money back and forth to the bank.
Yeah.
So at the time, me and my boy Josh, he was a security. He worked with me too, and we both drove to the bank. And on the drive back, we smoked, right? We smoked a blunt. So I'm smoking. We're both smoking, hot boxing my car.
Oh, shit,
hey man, I was taking care of biz. But we're smoking, hot boxing my Ford Explorer at the time. And as we're pulling into the shopping center, going back after finishing this transaction or drop off, immediately as I'm pulling into the shopping center, KFC's right there, I get pulled over by a cop. Beams me up, lights me up, pulls me over, right? Yeah. So as soon as I pull over, I'm within a few feet of the KFC. The cop pulls out, comes straight to the window. Yeah. I roll down the window, straight out of fucking movie scene. Yes. The smoke immediately hits his face, bro. And immediately as that smoke hits his face, I swear to God, I'm not lying. I don't swear to God, but I put it on everything. I'm not lying. The cop immediately smiled, bro. He immediately smiled and he's like, hey, where you guys coming from? You know, really happy, you know? Yeah. And it was real. The conversation, the exchange was really awkward. And I just explained to him, like, oh, you know, I work right there, literally pointing at KFC. I'm like, I work right there. I just did a drop off. And, you know, this was so long ago that I don't remember the exact exchange, but he basically just let us go, you know? And he never asked me I didn't get cited, because that's a DUI right there, you know? Smoking, you can get a DUI.
And back in the day, bro, like, especially that's not even a citation. You get fucking arrested.
That's what I'm saying. Bro, I should have gotten arrested. That's time, yeah. But do I feel till this, I think a lot about that day and that exchange, and I don't know if the cop was a smoker himself, if the smoke immediately hit him. Yeah. I have no idea. But I got lucky that day.
He was like, man,
bro. Yeah, I got lucky that day, man.
All of a sudden, I want donuts.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah. I don't know if it was because the KFC was right there, and I told him I'm literally in a uniform. He's
like, you gotta keep it down. The weed is too loud.
Yeah, it's too loud.
Too fire.
Yeah. He's like, it's too loud. I'm like, I don't have music on. He's like, nah, that weed is loud.
That's cool.
Yeah, but I got lucky. What? Of course. I'm glad you caught that reference, Georgie. But what's the time you guys got lucky? Maybe found some money. Maybe just got out of a situation.
I mean, I lived in Santa Ana, so pretty much every day you get a little
to wake up alive.
Lucky.
I'm lucky to see another day.
Because there's been times when like I used to live with my homie's house at his grandma's house, and there would be like drive-bys like at our house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like on that same street, like even like you wake up, you go to my front yard where you have like
in the early 90s, it was active,
you know what I mean? Yeah, you had shell casings and be like, oh, cool. I guess you know what I mean? We lived another day. You know what I mean? Crazy. And then I go to school like right after that. You know what I mean? I mean, it's kind of hard to think like when I actually been like pretty lucky. I mean, I always feel very grateful of just like every day, anyways. You know, like just waking up. That's just me being lucky. Because like I've always told like even my wife, like I'm actually surprised that I've actually made it past 18 years old, you know, like living in Santa Ana, because I used to be in a whole different crowd, you know what I mean? So, but that's more like high of like talking about like being lucky and stuff, you know what I mean? Like that, you know, just surviving every day or whatever, you know, but, because a lot of people go through that same shit too, you know, but as far as like, I mean, like, if you want to put in Lane's terms of a small story, you know what I mean? One time, you know, I was walking by and I found like $5 on the floor, you know what I mean? And I was just like, damn.
That's the most money you've ever found is $5?
$5, really?
No, I found more than that once. Like one time, like I actually, cause like, I don't know, I always had this habit whenever I'm like walking down the street to like always be looking at the ground.
Me too. Yeah. For some reason, I do too. Yeah.
Because sometimes you might find like a nickel or a dime. Yeah. And if it's on
I pick it up.
Let me ask you this. You pick it up if it's like tails or heads?
Oh, shit. See, I didn't think about that. I pick it up either way. I just think it's bad luck. Or even, you know how when you pay and you drop change, a lot of times people don't pick it up. I pick that up. I think it's bad luck to leave it and not pick it up.
In my mind.
What's the deal with that? Let me hear about that.
If I see like a head, like a dime heads up, that's lucky.
Yeah.
And then I pick that up. You know?
Heads up?
Yeah.
Do you know the?
I mean, but if it's dirty, you're like, nah, I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll pick that
$10 bill. It's upside down. I ain't touching that.
Nah. Well, yeah. Well, like, like the most that I ever found, like walking home one time, like from school to my house, like I found like almost like $300.
Wow.
You know, and it was like rolled up, like all the way like rolled.
You know what I mean? Dust it off.
No, it wasn't like with powder in it. You know, but it looked like someone had been playing with it, like just rolling with it, and then like probably they
say that most money contains powder and
all of the money,
fecal matter.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
But like I was walking home, but it was like in the rail of the curb.
Yeah.
And there was like water, like it was like in water and stuff. So I looked at it and I thought it was like one of those fake $100. You know how like they get you?
Yeah.
And it's like a
the ones
whole
at the
like
shop?
It's a Jesus one.
The Jesus one. You know what I mean? So like I go and grab it, you know, because like it was rolled up. And like I unrolled it and it was like all muddy and stuff.
Throw it in the dryer or in the washer.
Yeah, but well, just the one of it, because the rest were all rolled inside with it, you know.
Yeah.
And then I saw it and it was like $300, and I was just like, holy
that's
shit,
a lot, bro. I've never
yeah,
found
good.
that.
You know, and I was like 14 at the time, you know what I mean, like 14, 15 or something, and I found like fucking $300. So I felt like the richest fucking kid ever finding it. Immediately, like I fucking spent it like on a bunch of stupid shit, you know what I mean. I went out, got fucking 4 or 5 pro clubs, you know what I mean. White t-shirts and blue and black t-shirt pro clubs, and
you ran it up.
New Dickies and shit. Like I got a new fucking like Fias belt and shit and everything. And even at school, you
post it on your story.
I'm with the homies too, like at lunch, you know, the kid that makes the tortas and shit comes by, and I'd be like, yo, give me the most expensive torta. You know what I mean? Like, you know what? Like, give one to like all of my homies. You know what I mean? So like all of my homies got tortas, and we were all fucking just sitting there, and I was balling. I was like, and I was like, damn, like that was like the most that I've ever found. Like,
that's badass. Back to the dimes real quick. I don't know if you guys have heard. Dimes have a really they're significant. Whenever you find dimes, they pop. I find dimes all the time.
If you find a shiny one,
dimes they represent, or they're basically people that passed on, a relative, and they're like signs that, you know, to let you know. There could be a different message. You might be going through something. You find a dime, and it's like, okay, they're overlooking me right now. You've never heard of that?
Yeah, you
could Google it, look it up. Yeah, the significance of dimes, finding dimes. And I find them all the time. Yeah, bro. There's been times where I've literally, a dime will fall on me, and I'm like, what the fuck? Where did it come from? No, for real. So it's crazy. What about a time you've gotten lucky, Juan?
It's like I'm always looking.
There you go. Doesn't have to be money. Just
I feel like I found money before, but I don't know. I can't think of something. I guess getting in a car accident and then being alive, you know.
True. I mean you're right. That's lucky too,
bro,
man.
I just feel like I can't.
I'm lucky on that too.
Because I mean, I've been in a couple, but so let's talk. Okay, so when I was little, I remember now. I was like 5 or 6, and me and my siblings, with my mom, we're in the corner of like the liquor, and then we're on the other side of the street, and she's on one side. She's taking pictures. You know that? You remember those old cameras? They had to like wind it, and then they're disposable. Yeah, those are cool. And so she was having us. You know how like in the corner of the street, sometimes it has like the name of the street, like with flowers, like on the in the corner. So I guess we're walking towards her, like crossing the street, and it was kind of like next to the main street. And she's still taking photos, little action shots, and then so she sees everything through the little lens, but pretty much these cars crashed right next to us. Like one's trying to turn into the neighborhood and one's going straight. So like they're both basically spinning, and we're like, oh fuck, it was like slow-mo. We're both like running. We're like, oh shit. And it almost hit my brother, Carlos. And obviously no one got hurt, but she saw that all through the little lens. And that was a trip. That was something.
She didn't take a picture of that?
Nah, she ran out of film.
That would have been a crazy picture to take.
That felt like a movie, like Fast and Furious shit.
It does feel like a movie. It does.
And it was slow-mo.
Wow, I've been there. I'm going to talk about my accident one of these days. Not today, but we'll definitely talk about that soon. Because you're right. It does feel like a movie, man. It does. It doesn't feel real, man. Wow.
I would say, I feel like, I think I'm always lucky, you know, or always grateful, or like something's always good.
I mean, honestly, bro, we're here today. We're lucky as hell. What are those sayings or those things that people say? We're the fucking lucky sperm out of whatever X amount.
True, we made it.
We made it. We're the winners. We're the winners here, all of us, including you. You know what I mean? It really is. Yeah.
Lucky sperm.
You're just as lucky.
You guys gonna get some green beer tomorrow or what? I don't think I've ever had a green beer. I got a tattoo tomorrow, so I always tattoo on St. Patrick's Day.
I'm actually wearing green underwear right now.
Whoa!
I'm already prepared. I'm already prepared.
Did you pinch people at school?
Oh yeah, and
really?
in middle school we used to do that shit all the time.
All the way.
You know what I mean? We used to give like purple nurples and
man,
like get like what I would do is I would get like right behind their shoulder blade and then just fuck
You're wild.
You know what I mean?
With the sound too. With that sound.
The neck.
with the Damn. Nah, we used to do shit like that all the time. Like middle school.
Back in the day, did you guys play or do like body blows? Basically, where you just punch each other.
We did. I would box the homies. Me and the homies at junior high, we used to legit with boxing gloves and everything.
What about bloody knuckles?
Oh yeah,
I used to play bloody knuckles.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I still got a few.
When I was in junior high, there was some weird stuff going on. I don't know if you guys remember. Kids were snorting Lucas. You know the candy, the spicy. Yeah. Bro, that was a big thing. Kids were snorting Lucas. They were snorting. What else were they snorting?
I don't know what kind of high school you went to.
Yeah,
no, it was a junior high in Oregon. Maybe that's what it was. But they were
Oregon
snorting.
People are weird.
Snorting Lucas. Yeah, straight up. I don't know what that does.
Comment below if you're from Oregon. If you used to do that.
Portland, Oregon.
You knew somebody.
Is that a thing from Oregon?
Yeah. But the bloody knuckles. We used to box. You guys never box the homies?
Not just.
I do body blows.
Yeah, body blows.
I never really did body blows.
Like 10-second body blows.
Oh, and I think no face shots.
Yeah,
right?
just all body.
Wow. And then obviously
in the bathroom.
Yeah. Just go at it. You know,
I think the craziest thing is, you know, where they where you get the homie and you hold him from the neck and he passes out. You've never seen that? I've never done that. But it's a real thing. Even in high school, I remember like
it's Oregon, right?
Yeah. In Oregon, it gets you high though. Like that's the thing. It like
Oregon
knocks you out or something,
weird.
And it does something to you. I didn't partake. I just witnessed. You know,
it's like I was the witness.
Yeah.
Wait, that was a thing?
That was a thing.
I mean, I know that's a
Herchell was just in the corner, and I was like, man, I wish someone choked me.
Pause.
It's like, I'm next.
Yeah. No, I swear I never did it. I never did it.
That one gay kid who doesn't admit that he's gay. He's like, I'm next. Do it to me. I want to try it.
It's like, go longer.
Go harder.
That's crazy.
No, I don't think we ever did that.
You guys watch wrestling? I don't know if you guys seen Rey Mysterio is going to be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. I thought he already was, because that's a legend right there. I haven't
seen wrestling
in a long time. Well, that's what I'm saying. This is an older legend. Rey Mysterio Jr. He was one of my favorites growing up, man.
But what about the ice cream? The ice cream WWE with the wrestling.
I missed those.
I remember ice cream.
Those were the
with the print. Yeah. You could get a Stone Cold one. Yeah. You don't remember those?
No. Those were
we watched it, but no, I don't know about no ice cream though.
Yeah, back in the day, you can get like the ice cream. I guess. No, bro, you could get the the popsicle one, the banana one, banana cherry or whatever, pineapple cherry. Those are 50 cents. The bubble gum one was 50 cents.
I always got UFOs.
I didn't have
UFOs.
UFOs and the ice cream sandwiches.
When you go to the Michoacana, do you get the milk-based paletas or the water-based paletas? Milk. See, I'm more of a water-based guy. I like water-based paletas. True, it does depend. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I like the cocoa with the milk. You know, I don't like the water-based cocoa. You know.
I guess it just depends on the flavor. Because the coconut's fire. There's the nuez, right?
Nuez. I can't have nuts at the house because Angelique's allergic. So I don't pistachios, almonds, hazelnut. None of those products are in my house, bro, at all. We don't even keep them out because she has a serious.
No nuts.
She has a serious. She has a serious allergic. Juan took it there.
You know, and I can't. I wouldn't say anything like that because I know your wife. I respect your wife. You know what I mean? So that was something that would never come to my mind to think like I got these nuts. You're wild. You're fucking wild, man.
But you don't remember those paletas though, the wrestling ones?
Yeah.
The old school Mickey ones were good.
I like the ones with the faces.
Yeah. I'm still though.
Nah,
I like the
those are always wacky.
They're always like deformed as well.
Yeah, every time I got one, it was always deformed.
Yeah.
There's actually this TikTok guy that he has been doing like TikTok videos of the SpongeBob face ice cream ones, you know, like because they always come out all fucked up. So he's made it a mission to buy every single one until he gets the most perfect one ever. So that's every single episode. Like today's episode, like we're gonna open up, you know, number 400 and something. Damn. You know what I mean? And he'll pop it open, and then it's like the fucking one eye is like a little bit down, and he's like, "I guess not today, guys." You know what I mean? And he'll eat it still, you know? And that's the whole fucking bit.
Yeah.
And he gets like millions of fucking views because they're all willing to see.
Bro, there's a niche for anything that you're into. Whatever you do, there's an audience for that. You collect SpongeBob ice creams, there you go.
What about the nostalgia of like when you have the DVD player and you know how like the thing was always bouncing
and changing color?
And you would hope that it reaches the corner.
The corner,
And it would just barely fucking hit it, and then it'll knock right off. And that was like when I was like in high school, we still had those.
Yeah.
And it was like just in the background, like we like the class would still be like the teacher would be doing whatever the fuck doing, and the TV would be on, and you could see the fucking thing. So everybody in class would just be like waiting.
That's funny.
And we would literally be taking bets. We would literally be taking bets, like who's gonna get it, like is it gonna go right now?
Yeah.
2-3 turns, you know what I mean? And that was like the whole point. We didn't give a fuck about what was going on in class.
I'll give you an eraser.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we would do shit like that. Yeah. Like, I'll give you like a bag of hot Cheetos.
Hey, do you remember the spicy channels back in the day? So you'd come across a spicy channel, right, with some corn, right? And
real spicy.
It was like blacked out. You could barely see. So every once in a while, you'd get a little glimpse of a nipple or a little glimpse of something, you know? There were adult channels. Yeah.
I saw that elbow and I was like, oof.
Yeah. You know?
I saw a bit of
do you remember that one? Back in the day, they used to have, they were called black boxes. That would be illegal cable. So that was the old school way. You just had, like, now you could buy like a Roku stick that's unlocked or whatever, jailbroken or whatever. Back in the day, you could buy literally, it's like a cable box. They were called black boxes. And you could get all the sports channels for free. I think there might have been some adult channels. I don't know. But you'd get a lot of free channels on there, bro. And that worked out for a little while. I used to have a Time Warner cable plug. He would come in and do something with the wire. I'd pay him for the year. I need a plug like that if there's a Spectrum plug out there. Because I'm paying. Because I'm paying for all the apps and cable, bro. And that shit adds up.
Let me get that bundle package. You know what I mean?
Let me get that sign in. Hey, let me get the Disney sign in, bro.
You flip them a $5. Nah, I shouldn't want no more.
But speaking of spiciness. Today's episode is brought to you by Cielo Ramen. If you guys don't know, Cielo Ramen is a brown-owned business. If you guys are tired of that same ramen flavors, they offer a pozole flavor, and it's also very spicy. I've tried it myself, and you could buy them individually. You can also buy them by the box.
But Hersh, does it come in different flavors?
Yes, George, thank you for asking. Yes, it's also available in menudo flavor as well. So it's pozole, menudo, and again, it's Cielo. Make sure to check them out on Instagram. It's Cielo Foods. And big shout out to our sponsors here, Cielo Foods. No, it's actually really good.
You guys like the green pozole or the red pozole?
Great topic.
Ooh.
I'm red all day.
I don't know where. Yeah, I was like, why did you bring that?
I'm red all day.
You know, I like red pozole.
Yeah.
But like my aunt, she makes a killer green pozole.
Every once in a while it's good.
But I like the red one.
Every once in a while it's good. Red or green enchiladas.
Yeah. Always red. I feel like.
But see, like
just regular. It's just any sauce.
It's not just about the pozole.
Yeah.
It's the chile that makes it.
For sure.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Well, you've seen the enchilada plates too, where it's half red, half green, or they make burritos that are half red, half green. What happens if you mix the red and green pozole? I don't know about that, huh?
I don't like when it's too saucy.
I like red chile.
Yeah, always red.
Always.
Like for tacos, for anything. It's always red.
Because the green pozole, they use chicken, no? Isn't it chicken for green? At least that's how my grandmother makes it. Estilo Jalisco.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then the res, I'm guessing.
I mean, you basically just eating fucking caldo.
Yeah.
But with pozole bits in it.
And then
you guys remember on a hot ass fucking day in the summer, your mom or parents would make you fucking caldo de res, like hot ass soups on a hot ass day, bro.
Yeah, never fails.
I'd be having ass sweat and like I go to the kitchen to get a fucking a popsicle. And my mom be cooking right there in a big olla of fucking pozole. And she'd be sweating too. And I'd be like, why are you making it?
It just happened to be like the perfect day, I guess, for them, right? To make a hot ass soup.
And they'd be like, well, if you don't want it, don't eat it.
Obviously, I don't want to starve, so I'll eat it. You're like, enchilado.
Yeah, like you over here sweating.
And same with, like, they be waking you up with, when they're cooking those chiles.
Oh, yeah.
They, like, be frying them.
Oh, fuck yeah. Like,
you wake up and it's like that video. Goddamn. You know?
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
Like, they be thinking, like, I have COVID. It was like, nah, it's just the chiles that be cooking in the house, you know?
Like coughing it up.
Yeah, I'll literally like wake up to that. I'm like, damn, what the fuck is burning?
You know what I'm immune to as far as like burning and like that? Onions. I could cut onions, no problem, bro. I don't tear up, no crying. I don't cry. I love onions.
Yeah.
I still tear up. That does not happen. I cut up onions, no problem, bro. You know what? There was this one time where I had pozole, right? Mm-hmm. And my mom loves onion too. I think that's where I get it from. And my mom, she cut up a lot of, my mom made it, and she cut up a lot of onion. And ya casi no había pozole.
Yeah.
So there was a little bit of hominy in there, not much. So I'm like, fuck it. I threw in all the onion in there. So I basically ate an onion, And it tasted good while I was eating it, right? For me, it's good, right?
Breast smell like ass.
But no, but that shit fucked me up. It damaged, like, it's too acidic. It's too acidic, so it messed me up. Bad choice right there. So yeah, you can't overdo it. I don't know if you know too. If you eat too much pineapple, it messes you up, man. So I learned that.
I heard pineapple's good.
It is good for you. I've been on that pineapple juice.
Well, anything too much is
true. Too much of a good thing. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. What do you guys think of the president of Mexico saying that Mexico is safer than the U.S.?
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
safer in what way?
I mean, just in general.
They could be right. You know what I mean? Well, I'm not like a political person, but
yeah, we talked
like
about
with all the shit that goes on in fucking America, like in the United States, right here. You know what I mean? At least in Mexico, I think they have more morals, where they'd be like, okay, I kind of respect you, but if you disrespect me, then I'm gonna fuck you up. You know what I mean? Kind of deal. You know, it's not like people like out here on crack and they fucking go on a killing spree or something with bath salts or something, or like they what I've heard is like they don't really have that many homeless people also as much as like what we have over here.
Yeah, there are.
They have like borrachos in the corner.
There's borrachos, but like that's just your tío who had just one too many drinks and he'll ride on the donkey back to town. You know what I mean? But like, I think I kind of would agree, because to be honest, I've like my aunt and my uncle, like a lot of my family members are willing to go back to Mexico. Yeah, because they're even saying that.
A lot of them want to retire out there too.
They're all like it's like they told me like it's fucking crazy, more crazier over here. I'd rather wake up to a shooting over there than over here, and I was like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
and he's like, yeah, but at least that's my hometown. You know what I mean? Like,
this is my town, not yours. Yeah. No, life is definitely fast, especially in Southern California, man. I think like we don't realize it that much, but yeah, when we step away, definitely you're able to tell. That's why I think it's good to, you know, go off and venture, go off and travel, you know, get away for a few days, step outside. Because, bro, I can't believe there's people that have never, you know, stepped outside of California. Yeah. You know, there's people that have never even been to Vegas, you know?
I've only been there once. Wow. I was only like that. It wasn't until like after I got married with Angie. Yeah. Our honeymoon was going to Vegas. Dang. And that was like, you see what I mean? 24 years.
You need to get out there.
Of actually going, like not really going to Vegas. And I've always like seen the movies and all this shit, and I'm like thinking Vegas is all this crazy cool shit. When we got there, it was like fucking whack as fuck. You know what I mean? Like there's a bunch of tourists. You can't really walk anywhere.
Yeah, it is hard.
A lot of solicitors. You know what I mean?
The only one time I've ever been was 2 years ago with my lady, my sister, and her ex-boyfriend. Bro, I'll never take my sister, and then also my lady, because damn.
Talking Vegas?
Yeah, Vegas, okay. Vegas. Because so we got like all fucked up, and then I'm like in the restroom, and we're downstairs in the casino, and then my lady's like throwing up on the freaking slots, bro. Toda cochina, right? And then the maintenance lady is like the custodian. She's like, que la chingada, what are you guys doing? You know, and she calls the security, and then he had to come help me take her upstairs. He like brought the whole wheelchair, bro, made a whole scene out of it. And then I actually tattooed the security, because I guess he lives out here in Orange County, and then he goes to work over there on weekends.
Damn, that's a 3.
Yeah,
people do it.
Yeah, people do it, I guess. Yeah. But it was wow. It's not all that. Vegas was not all that. I think with the right people, you can have a good time.
Yeah, you got to be careful out in Vegas. I've experienced, at least with my groups that I've gone with, I've experienced people getting roofied, especially in Vegas. Because you got to figure out, people come from all around the world to visit Vegas. Yeah. It's one of those destinations that's heavily targeted for like human trafficking and things like that, or even doing things like that. You know,
there's a lot of things going on.
Yeah, even dudes get roofied out there, so you have to be careful.
They get robbed.
That's why a lot of people, especially me, I'm more cautious of that now. I definitely try to like buy drinks that are closed unless you can see it poured on the spot there. Yeah. You know, but you gotta be careful how you move in Vegas. But I mean, it just depends on what you're looking to do. You could do the shows. You know, there's a bunch of good shows. Usher's doing a big.
See the boxing because they have the MGM.
I would love to see boxing.
I want to go.
Yeah,
literally every time I've gone to Vegas now is just for a car show.
Yeah. Yeah. There's. I mean, that's what I'm saying. They host a lot of things like that out there.
That's pretty cool though.
Your Raiders are out there now, so it's like it's a lot of stuff to.
And there's actually a car show, super show happening in September. Forgot the day. but it is happening in September. I think it's September 4th.
Dang, my birthday.
The Las Vegas Super Show.
Oh, because it's Labor Day weekend. That's why. Yeah. It's my birthday.
It's like 3 days.
Labor Day weekend,
and it's
like, damn, which one are you gonna pick?
I'm not even gonna be here for my birthday. Okay, yeah, I'm trying to travel too, so I probably won't even be in.
It's like I'll just see him over there in Vegas.
Whoa, where are you trying to go for your birthday?
I'm low key trying to go to Europe, bro.
This upcoming birthday?
September.
So
right now, bro.
Europe?
So right now I'm looking. It's London, it's like Amsterdam. It's 3 cities. It's 3 cities that I'm looking at right now.
Yeah,
I haven't booked anything yet. Right now, bro. We're talking about taxes, and right now I feel like I'm under pressure, bro. I'm so stressed. People can't tell, but I am. I feel like the world, But here's the deal. I try not to. I use it as a motivator, because they always say that when life gets hard, when you're under pressure, when you experience a low. There's a high that awaits. You know, life is all about highs and lows. That's how I see so whenever I experience a low, you gotta just remember, hey, you're at a low point. The high is approaching. So I'm so stressed out on everything with the pilot because that's already next month. Just so right now, my focus right now is pay my taxes. Get ready for this convention. More importantly, do this pilot that's been in the works for such a long time, almost a year now. So get this pilot out the way, and then after that, I'll be like, okay, all this is out the way. Let me book my trips. But we're definitely trying to do Europe in September, man. A little 7-day.
Hey, talking about trips,
9,
bro.
9, I think it's 9 days.
Eric
actually.
is in Jamaica, bro.
Oh yeah.
Isn't it for a wedding or something?
Yeah, he told me he was gonna go out there.
No, like a family trip.
Oh
yeah. I don't know about wedding. I don't know who's getting married. Hey,
speaking
Jamaica,
of real quick, speaking of Eric, somebody did ask recently. I think it was my guy Miguel. Let's see here. He did ask who. Let's see here. Question: out of you guys, whose shoe game or style is the best? Miguel Najera Rubio. Shout out to Lisa that commented.
Mine's like the fucking worst. I got dirty Chucks on.
Yeah, George wears the same Chucks. So I don't even know if George, Yeah, that's I mean, not hating on Chucks.
I do have nice shoes, but I don't have any.
Don't bring them to the shop.
Yeah, I don't have but I don't at the same time I don't really have designer shoes like Air Force One.
I was gonna say I think
black Air Force energy.
You know what I mean? I don't really have anything like that. More just
Skechers, lighter.
If it ain't Cortez, it's Converse, huh?
That's true.
That is true.
Chucks are
I have Cortezes and Vans
but the reason I bring up Eric, I think he might have the best shoe game because he's a shoe head.
Out of the shop,
I don't. I buy Nikes, Air Maxes,
to be honest,
but I don't consider myself.
I don't spend that much.
Nick actually had the fucking shoe game.
Honestly, he's the drippiest we've ever had. Honestly, bro.
I remember when I helped him move.
He had all the Yeezys. We're gonna get him on the podcast.
Yeah, he literally had a whole wall.
Really?
Of just shoes in boxes.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, if you fuck up one of my shoes, I will kill you.
Just like that.
And I'm like, damn, bro, I'm helping you move. You fucking move your shoes then.
Yeah, I would say Eric.
But I would say
right?
he had.
I think Eric might be the one.
I think Eric and Nick will go ahead and get it.
Because it depends on I'm not trying to spend $300 or $400 on shoes.
Fuck them up right away.
I'm just trying to wear them,
Yeah,
that is very.
And
true.
I always tell George, whatever you
it's
bring,
a hobby.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I was gonna say because whatever you bring, you almost as a tattooist, you expect to ruin it.
Exactly.
Whatever. Oh yeah, we're docs today too.
There you go.
Yeah, but
damn, matching doc boys.
Damn.
But right, we ruin a lot of our clothes tattooing.
The water bug crushers.
I thought it was gonna rain today.
That's why I always normally wear black because I know I'm gonna get stains and stuff on them and stuff.
Most of the tattoo artists at the conference were all wearing black.
That's why I always trip out when this guy wears a white tee and I'm like, oh, this motherfucker's gonna.
I'll rock a white tee, but I know I'm gonna fuck it up. Yeah, I know I'm gonna ruin it.
Because then if you're gonna wear a white tee or a shoe, then you're gonna plastic wrap it, your shoe or whatever. Yeah. Because I've seen you do that sometimes.
I've done that.
When you used to have your white shoes.
Yeah.
Maybe
brand new.
Okay, wrap them up. Nice shoes. Yeah.
Yeah, wrap them up.
Or you wear the apron. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To cover your nice shirt or whatever.
And you're being careful, and after a long session, I'm like, you know what? I'm uncomfortable. I'm like, fuck this. This tattoo's gonna pay for these shoes. And, I'll get that. Fuck.
It's I got a new pair every week.
I'm trying to work. Nah. It's I'm trying to. But see, I've been trying to buy a work pair and a pair at home. But then eventually, your work pair looks shitty, and you start wearing the work pair or the personal pair.
That is true.
It sucks.
I started to feel like I want to dress nicer for work.
Yeah.
Only because it's literally for work purposes. I think.
No, bro, you gotta look nice.
You look nice.
The shop's gotta look nice. You gotta look nice.
To keep the reputation that you have for your work.
100%.
I forgot this guy's this tattoo artist's name, but he was always known to be wearing a fucking suit.
Well, Mark Mahoney's like that.
Yeah,
Mark
he
Mahoney's
wears like
always
a
dressed
suit
up.
while tattooed.
Well, not a full suit, but he'll keep the vest and the slacks.
Yeah, like he'll have like all like dressed up.
Yeah,
like obviously he takes his jacket off.
Yeah.
Tattooing.
But
he'll literally be wearing like slacks,
like a button up.
Yeah, a button up,
tights.
Yeah.
Like fucking
I've been wanting to do that.
Yeah,
like that. Like I think I
do
did that once. Like where I would dress.
No, I do that every once in a while for sure.
I wanted to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We should do. We've been talking about doing it every Friday. Like we all dress up on Fridays. You know,
Zoot Fridays.
Yeah. We used to say that Zoot
I wanted
Fridays.
to look like a missionary, like a Mormon.
Bro, not only that, I feel like that would be a good photo day.
Tie and the badge.
like a Mormon.
Are you wearing the long sleeve or the short sleeve?
No, the long
shirt.
sleeve. The long sleeve.
If you're gonna look like a Mormon, you wear the short sleeve
Oh, okay. They were both, but
with the stripes.
Yeah. Remember when you were rocking the rompers with the shorts and the sleeves?
I never rocked no.
I got the pic. I got the pic to.
a romper.
That was Photoshop.
That was Photoshop.
It's like heavily Photoshop.
Hella thick.
That's funny. So recently there was 28 girls that were hospitalized for anxiety and fainting after playing the Ouija board at school in Colombia. Would you guys play the Ouija board, and do you guys believe in this?
You know what? I actually wouldn't.
I'm cool.
Cause that's the
I
one
ain't fucking
thing
with
that
that.
like it's already.
That's brujeria shit.
Yeah, you really are.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Even if it's fake, I don't know.
Bad vibes.
That's the one. That's the
bad
one.
vibes.
I can tattoo the something.
Hey,
like that, like
I've
we were
already
saying.
told you I already had an encounter with a ghost. I don't want to be fucking up.
But he be doing the
fucking with another
tattoo.
one. You know what I mean? Like,
You're already calling
that.
them, bro.
I don't know.
They're opening up the portal right there. Yeah, man, you're doing the seances with the Santa Muerte.
Yeah, I know.
That's crazy.
Me too.
You know what I mean? Me doing a 666 tat.
Yeah.
Sage yourself.
Me
persiné antes de entrar y luego después también.
There you go.
No, you gotta like drown yourself in holy water.
Man.
You know, Padre,
Drink it too.
to forgive you. You know what I mean? At least like when I do it, like it's like something.
There was an artist that would always want to. He'd be like, "Hey, Hirsch, let me play with the Ouija board here at night or something," and I'd be like, "Fuck no, you gotta do it at
I'm
your
pretty
house."
sure your brother would like do something.
Nah, I hope
like
he's
that.
not. Don't give him ideas.
Shout out to Rich.
I just told him, like, "Hey, Rich, you got to be careful with this stuff. You know, you do. I mean, because I really do believe in it, and I think. So speaking of this, okay, so I was telling him yesterday that you got to be careful when you get your cards read, right?
That guy's kinky, bro.
I have 2 points in my life that I consider to be like some of my lowest points in my life, right? Those two lowest points in my life happened they happened right after I had my cards read. Really? So and not only that,
tarot cards read.
I've had my cards read, and the accuracy on these readings is crazy, scary. Things that nobody in this world knows but me. You know,
I don't believe it.
No, bro. Here's the deal. They predicted. I believe in it, and I respect it. But here's the deal. I believe that when you get your cards read, it's a trade off. Yeah. Sure, you're gonna get this information, but at a price. So what are you willing to give? I mean, that could be part of it, or part of your soul.
Bro, I did that.
You're saying you don't believe in it? What?
No, it's because I did it at the OC Fair, and I was like,
but I mean,
it's because it sounded very. No, it was also pretty legit.
Very general, like very generic or something.
Yeah, it's kind of like, oh, you have someone that doesn't like you. And you just gotta, and I'm like, homie, that's like,
no, bro.
That's
like,
just
I know my cousin don't like me.
Yeah,
bro. You know? The psychic predicted my accident. They predicted my stomach problems. So? They predicted specific things. Yeah, maybe
I haven't had
No, there were specific things, you know, and they're showing you like the cards are there laid out. They tell you this means this, and you're able to see the cards.
Here that you have to take a shit.
And you've been holding it,
bro. You talk about shit every podcast, George.
For real.
Oh man, but nah. So like, you know, so be very careful when you get your cards read, man. Because I really, and same thing with the Ouija board, the Ouija. You know, you got to be very careful with these things because I believe them, and you just gotta, respect them, bro. Because it's scary.
Okay, I don't know if this is a Mexican thing, but there's things like with the voodoo dolls, the
huevo,
the thing, the things with like to make a guy fall in love with you, like you gotta have him like give him a wet underwear. You ever heard of that?
There's a lot of stuff.
Things like that. You gotta leave it in, like sneak it in his room or something like that. You never heard of that?
I've heard of that.
I heard of that.
I mean, there's even voodoo and things like that.
What kind of wet underwear are we talking about? Like putting it in water.
I had a Santa Muerte client that
happy wedding underwear.
Who knows, bro?
Juice.
But they told me even something about burying your enemy's photo at a cemetery. Like even things like that can cause them death. Like that shit sounds scary, man. You know, you bury your enemy's photo in the cemetery.
First of all,
that's crazy.
Why would you carry a photo of your enemy? But you know, it's kind of weird.
Keep your enemies close. Well, obviously you'd have to print it out. You got to prepare for it.
Yeah, that's doing too much.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a little too much. That's like you obsessed.
Yeah, you become a fan at that point.
That you hate him that much.
Yeah. Hey, I'm not talking about me, bro. I don't have enemies. I don't have.
I don't know. I mean, you were kind of looking at me too.
Check your wallet. Yeah. Nah, man.
You be looking right in my eyes,
when you're referring to certain things.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to maintain good eye contact, man.
Peering into my soul, man. I feel it right here.
Yeah. So yeah, beware of these things, man.
Any comments on the last podcast?
I did. I brought those up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were just commenting, and not necessarily topics. It's more showing love and things like that. I don't know if you guys saw it, but a man sues Buffalo Wild Wings because he believes the boneless wings are just chicken nuggets.
It really is, bro.
Yeah, they are. Are boneless wings? Are they considered wings? Are they wings? And do you prefer boneless or real wings?
Bone in,
Drumette or the wing part?
I like bone.
Traditional, bro.
Yeah. I feel like just for some weird reason, they just taste better.
For sure, bro.
100%.
The meat on boneless are just like
chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets, bro.
Chicken nuggets.
Well, they're like.
And I hate too. Like one of my biggest pet peeves when you go on a date to like a fancy restaurant and they ask for chicken tenders and fries. Bro, that shit will always turn me off. Like, all right, I'm like split check.
Am I dating a chick or am I dating a kid?
Yeah, bro. Like the last thing you need is like, hey, can I get the little drawing paper?
Yeah. Can I get the color? Can I get the crayons too?
The waiter would tell her, are you ordering from the kids menu?
That's funny.
That to me is, I can't.
But I can't really lie. Like my lady's done that.
Hey, what's the best taco in Orange County? What are some of the best? What's your top? If I told you right now, hey, let's do the food show. Yeah. If you got a taco spot to take,
he's always turning down my taco.
What's your spot?
Or like seafood spots?
Or what's your best taco spot?
Your spots are whack.
You know what?
I've eaten there before.
Have you?
Yeah.
Like.
Which one?
Mariscos del Gobernador.
This was talking about like tacos de Anda shit or tacos de pinche. What's that one other taco spot that you named?
El Patron.
No.
I don't know.
You don't even know El Patron.
Yeah, we had that one time. Or twice.
Because I took you there. And only because I knew about that place because of Danny.
Honestly, bro, it tasted
the same, Danny would pick good spots.
I like that guy fucking knows.
Hey, I guess I really fuck with one of the loncheras, the taco trucks in Santana. By Original Mike's, or where it used to be.
Food trucks are good, bro. They're gems.
No,
they're real gems, bro.
That's probably my favorite.
They're real gems.
The best tacos
always like the hole in the wall
is the lonchera. Shout out to my boy.
Oh, La Lonchera?
Alex?
Yeah. Hey, shout out to them. Their food's good. Their food's good.
That tacos are really good.
It's called La Lonchera.
Oh, La Lonchera.
That's what it's called. La Lonchera.
Where is that?
In downtown Santa Ana. He has like his own little. Like now he has like his own little spot. Like
is it fire? Because he's the homie.
Next round.
Next round. Next to it. Like literally like right next to it. Like there's like that little alley.
So is it really good or is it because it's the homie?
Because the homie. He's saying.
No, they're good, bro. Before I knew.
It's sponsored by.
Before I knew.
This is not sponsored by La Lonchera.
No, before I knew he was the homie. He had a taco truck that was like down the street from my house where I used to work at the Dollar General. And he would park right there in the parking structure and I would go on my breaks to go get food right there. Yeah. And then I found out that the car club that I'm in, the president, that's his son. Because I would always notice the big red convertible 53 Bel Air that's parked on the side sometimes. Yeah. And then I was like, oh shit, like that's his son. But like his tacos, even before I knew all that, like they were always like good. Yeah. They were like bomb. Even the salsa, that was like the fire shit. You know what I mean? And he would have like those Mexican horchata bottled ones.
Oh, those are good.
With those, like, oh my god, those were fucking fire.
I love the chia cucumber. I think that was so good. Chia lime or something.
The pepino, right?
Yeah, but I don't know if you guys have heard Tacos Los Cholos. Their story is really inspiring, man.
We went to Los Cholos, right?
I didn't know.
Like a restaurant, taqueria?
No, that was something else. But Tacos Los Cholo, they're like a chain out here in Orange County. They're going to open one up in Corona. But they started out in, I think during the pandemic, bro, at the house. Yeah. So it's like, it's really cool to hear an inspiring story, you know, when you start out from the crib like that.
Juan's favorite taco spot is Chronic Tacos.
Chronic Tacos. Chipotle, he said.
Talk about it.
Yeah. No, I like Taqueria El Triunfo. Taqueria El Triunfo across from Anaheim High School.
It's good.
Their al pastor is amazing. Go get that.
I haven't even
al pastor torta. I know. I'm
hungry too.
I'm hungry too. I haven't eaten.
My stomach's growling, bro.
Man,
you guys like Javier's?
No. Javier's is good.
I think it's like just bougie.
Yeah,
but
well,
the food ain't all that.
definitely is.
Well, the time that we went, you know,
Yeah.
it was like
To
really
Javier's?
like, yeah, remember we went to.
No, I don't think we went Javier's.
Yeah,
I'm talking Javier's.
we haven't been.
Oh,
on
Hector's.
Yeah,
That's what we're
Hector's.
talking about.
yeah.
That was all right.
Yeah.
No, I think I went with someone else to Javier.
Oh, okay.
Not us.
Yeah, you guys aren't my it crew.
Damn.
I have a whole side.
It's like it's just gonna be us. Lost.
Nah, just kidding.
Yeah.
Damn. What about Mariscos? Best seafood spot. Besides San Pedro, the port at San Pedro. They're
Love San
They
Pedro.
closed it down.
Temporarily, right?
No, I don't know.
No,
I don't know
okay.
if
So I
is it
think
temporary
I think
or-
we talked about this. People are
it?
mixing
You know,
up
I've
the
never
whole
really
San
been
There's a
Pedro.
supermarket.
It's
No,
only
there's a
one
supermarket.
specific
But then
part.
there's a port, San Pedro, where like everyone goes and they're outside on
Yeah.
the benches, right? And like they sometimes have banda. No?
I think part of it's
And with- they had the
closed right
picture?
now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because there's
Well,
one called the San
yeah.
Pedro Fish Market.
Yeah.
That's just called that.
Yeah,
but
the
the
fish
rest
market.
of them are
I like
still
that
there.
one. I like
yeah,
that one.
that's
That
the
one's
OG one
fire.
right there.
I've never. I mean, I've eaten a few marisco spots,
Yeah.
but I've never really found like the fond of it. Because usually every time I go to a marisco spot, I always order the same thing: a
Yeah.
fucking mocajete.
Chicken nuggets? Oh, I thought you said chicken
Chicken
nuggets.
nuggets, huh?
Not
Chicken tenders.
A mocajete.
I love
Mocajete, and I get
Fire,
a bucket.
bro.
And
You
like
eat-
that's it.
Damn. You
know
What
that
beer?
a lot,
What beer?
Dos Equis.
What is your favorite
Pacifico
beer?
gang.
Pacifico. Yeah.
I
With
love
the
Dos Equis.
marisco?
Dos Equis
Yeah.
are Heinekens.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, that's like my.
He's like the Bud Light
Yeah,
guy.
Fuck no. I hate Bud Light.
Hey, Bud Light's gonna send me a package, so I love Bud Light.
Hey,
Nah, every
Okay,
time,
let me ask
literally
you guys
every
this.
time, every
Would
time
you-
I go to my homie's house, he has a party. He always has Coors Light
oh my god.
or Bud
Hey,
Light.
frío
And
como
that
los
shit, I
Rockies.
always tell him, at least where's the Modelo's
You
at?
remember
You know
that?
what I mean?
That commercial? Frío como los Rockies.
What were you gonna say before that?
I was gonna ask you guys, would you take a sponsorship or like would you do a sponsorship for something you don't fuck with? Like something, I don't know, you just don't like. Say a nasty beer. Would you still do a sponsorship? Like, will you do it for the money?
If you're
or
not a consumer
You know,
of it?
yeah, exactly.
I mean,
yeah.
I would do it like if my fam, like for example, like I'm not a big Tecate drinker, but
Yeah.
I know like that's my dad's
Right.
beer. But I would do it if like the family rocks with it
Yeah.
or somebody like that. There's a
Yeah.
connection between the brands somehow.
Yeah.
But if it doesn't make sense, I
it-
wouldn't.
yeah, exactly.
No.
Okay,
I mean,
okay.
I get
I
deal
mean-
offers all the time on things I
Right,
don't even
right.
take. So
Like a pica or no pica?
Pica or no pica? No, I rock with Victoria. Shout out to Victoria.
I
beer.
always fuck with
Shout out
that.
to Victoria.
Yeah, we had to
Cerveza.
shoot that
Yeah, the
video,
Michi.
corniest
And that shit is fire though.
No, it's good.
They told that's how they wanted it.
It's an inside.
They gave me the script.
Inside joke for us.
I want to see the commercial
Yeah.
video of it.
What do you mean the commercial video?
Or the video that actually was like the final thing that they actually
okay.
used. I want to see that because you see me in the background. Remember I did this?
Oh,
I was
yeah,
like
yeah,
with
yeah,
like my
yeah.
mustache, like I'm all trying to like be an impersonator, like a
yeah.
waiter and shit.
Okay.
And I come out. ¿Quieres que no pica? No pica. ¿Sí pica o no pica? And you're all like, ¿sabes qué? Dame que pica. You know what I mean? And like we
man.
did that like in an actual Mexican restaurant, Molino del Oro.
Yeah.
And like
Shout out
even
to
the,
twice, I
the
think.
yeah,
Yeah,
even
you guys said
the
it.
cooks like in the background were all like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, like in the background, and
That
they're
was
all,
funny.
but some of them were all like, "What the fuck is this guy even doing?"
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
To be honest, we could have had one of them do it. Cause,
True.
But like
It's
obviously
kinda
they're
more
on
natural,
their work
They're
hours.
working.
and
It's
they're
all
like-
good. It's all good.
You know
But
what I mean?
nah, back to your question. Like I said, it has to make
Has to
sense
be a
for me.
good
It's got to
one,
make
right?
sense, bro.
Yeah.
It's got to make sense.
Damn.
So.
I mean, I would personally, if I don't know really too much about it, I probably won't fuck with it.
Yeah.
You know, like to sponsor it. You know what I mean? I feel like I need to know more of what I'm actually like advertising or sponsoring for.
Definitely. I think now more than ever for any brands and businesses out there, a lot of times people focus on, of course, there should be a focus on the quality of service, the quality of a product, whatever it is that you're providing. But I think a lot of people, not only do they support you because it's good quality, whatever it is that you're putting out, but they support you because of the brand, the story, the people behind it. A lot of, back in the day, you'd have brands where you didn't know who the CEO was. You didn't know who their story, their background story. Now people will support you based on a lot of times it's not even about what you have, but because they genuinely support this vision. And when I'm talking about these like brown owned businesses, like, Cielo, like you hear their story. It's a family owned business. They started out small, things like that. Or those cholos, when we're talking about you started off small, like those are the things that people gravitate, attach, and relate to, So also I think that's very important to share, not hide yourself, behind your brand, which I feel like a lot of times people were used to.
I do fuck with
Don't
like
ever
small
hide
business-
yourself.
Yeah,
small
no, 100%.
businesses.
Yeah, support small businesses.
I low-key would support more smaller business. I like going to like flea markets,
small stores,
things like that. Those are cool.
We used to have a dollar store that was a small business. They opened up around the same time that Pachuco started, and we had a bunch of other Dollar Trees and things like that. And I would go specifically to that one, you know, to support them and get all our stuff back.
If it's a cool vibe, if the people, I think if the owners or whoever or their business, if they're just cool, bro, they got my business.
Definitely,
you know?
And that too. They were great people. They were like an older Indian couple. They're really nice, man. And unfortunately, they're not around. They closed down fucking like 5 years ago or something. But it's just before COVID. But it's like it's harder for small businesses. So now at a time more than ever, it's like you really do need that support. So we're approaching towards the end here, man. Again, you know, I always like to end it off on just whatever, anything, you know, just the last chance to speak. If you guys want to, you know.
I mean, to be honest, like you know, I'm still going on with my dog, but like if anyone wants to support or donate anything, or even just set up an appointment, just so like you're also getting your money's worth too. You know, feel free to contact me to make an appointment. You know, I mean, I still want to like go off with positive vibes. You know, my dog, obviously, you know, she's gonna be fine. She's gonna be fine. You know what I mean? Like the worst is already over. It's more of just like making sure that she's okay.
Yeah.
And she takes her medication and stuff like that. But that's all I really got going on for right now.
For sure.
You know.
Yeah. Nothing for me really.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, and then I did miss something, man. So I guess you wonder where I've been. I searched to find the love within. Damn. Rest in peace, Bobby Caldwell. I forgot to say that. He passed away yesterday, man. So I'm so sorry to hear that.
I thought we were doing.
I love that song, man.
I saw it.
America's Got Talent.
I want to say, nah, bro. I know, right? I was waiting for one of you guys to hop in. You know,
I was like, damn, like. Even on like the most saddest things, Herchell finds a way to cheer me up. But then you just bring me back down. You know what I mean?
I know. Hey, this has been a roller coaster. It's been a roller coaster pod. This is the roller coaster podcast today.
I'm on a roller coaster.
I was gonna give you the golden buzzer. Bro.
Damn, we need that. Nah, we need that. But I do want to just, you know, again, thank you guys for watching.
My emotions.
I know, right?
I didn't know you could sing.
Yeah, nah, I can't. But you know, again, we appreciate everybody that watches these episodes. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Again, we encourage everybody to drop a comment, support us. Right now, it's, you know, the only one way you guys could support us is by liking, sharing these videos, by commenting. So we just really appreciate the support. And yeah, we look forward to seeing you guys on the next one. It's Back in the Day, episode 9. You guys have an amazing one.
Let's go.
Damn, my friends wonder what is wrong with me.
Damn, you give me the chills.
Yeah.
Sick. Are we gonna start singing at the end of the episode?
We should. What was that song? All I really want, when you were singing that?
Baby, come back.
Baby, come back. We should have a segment where we break out into song. That would be funny, man. That would be funny.
Oh my god.
You got me fucked up.
Let's go. Hey, does the coffee ever fuck you up? Like, you gotta take the shit out
all the time.